Crit had always thought matching felt like a small spark, but when the screen lit up with Thanwa's photo and a cheerful, "It's a match!" it felt like a bonfire. He typed a careful, witty first message. It was a new beginning in an old city. Thanwa's reply was charming and immediate. A week later, they met by the Chao Phraya River, the neon lights of the city reflecting in the water and in their eyes. The air between them was electric, buzzing with shared jokes and nervous laughter. Days turned into a dizzying swirl of stolen moments. They spent hours talking about dreams, fears, and everything in between. Crit felt a connection he'd given up on finding, believing Thanwa saw his soul in a way no one ever had. Then came the subtle shifts. One rainy evening, Thanwa sighed heavily, staring out the window. "I wish things were simpler," he murmured, his voice tight. "Some debts are just too heavy to carry alone, no matter how hard you try." Crit, filled with the certainty of new love, only offered comfort. But Thanwa was a master of performance. Later, in a hushed corner, he made a series of quick, cold calls, his voice flat, arranging the unspeakable. The spark in his eye was gone, replaced by a terrible, calculating emptiness. "A weekend getaway," Thanwa promised, the words laced with practiced affection. "A beautiful place, just us." Crit packed, his heart buoyant, seeing this as a sign of their relationship deepening, blind to the trap set in the opulent, isolated villa outside the city. The elegant drawing room was quiet when Thanwa's lie finally shattered the silence. He didn't use the words sale or betrayal. He just laid out the truth of his debt, the price, and the horrifying plan. "I never loved you, Crit," he whispered, a tearless statement of pure clinical cruelty. The shock gave way to a chilling, primal clarity. Never trust easily. Crit saw not the lover, but the predator. He realized his escape wouldn't be granted. His mind raced, calculating the odds, the exits, the moments he'd missed, every shared laugh, now a bitter, fabricated joke. Crit was safe, but the damage was irreversible. The soft edges of his heart had been filed down to sharp, defensive points. He no longer saw romance. He saw only motive. Every smile was a potential mask. The lesson was etched in fire. Never again would he surrender his trust so completely. Weeks later, Thanwa appeared on his doorstep, not the calculating seller, but a ghost. He wasn't there for a scheme. He was bleeding, literally and figuratively, confessing the truth. The debt wasn't for his greed, but to save his younger brother from a worse fate. And in the final moment, he had helped Crit escape, giving up his payment, knowing the consequences. Crit studied the broken man, the mask finally gone. He saw the genuine, terrified sacrifice that had saved him, the unprecedented depth of love that had fought its way out of the betrayal. It wasn't simple trust that pulled him in, but the recognition that true love can exist, even in the crucible of a terrifying choice. They had lost the simplicity of a dating app romance, exchanging it for something forged in the fire of life's ugly realities. Love, they learned, wasn't about blind trust. It was about seeing the worst in someone, understanding the why, and choosing, cautiously, profoundly, to hold their wounded hand anyway.